Hello everybody, I am the Sonic Arrow and welcome to Interactive Horror Stories. I don't know if I want it to be that loud, so let's just leave it at 38. Okay, I was looking around on Game Jolt and I wanted to play a game that was pretty scary. And from the looks of this one, it seems to be a little weird. There are multiple games in this, multiple stories, sorry. It's one whole game with multiple stories. They're like chapters. You don't have to go through them all in the same order, but Crystal Skull and Crystal Skull 2, I'm guessing those are both in a series by themselves. Now, I read up on all of these on the Game Jolt page, and the doll I'm going to be playing right now. I will probably play all of these at one point, unless my heart stops, in which case I will cut the recording and never upload this. But I digress. The doll is like any other possessed doll story, with a different ending. So, you are a single mother. Your daughter Lisa is an intelligent girl who doesn't have any friends. Buy her a rag doll. Soon Lisa will claim that the doll can talk. That is just the beginning of your nightmare. And the doll really possesses Lisa claims. If you are stuck, you can see our Facebook post about how to get the good ending in this story. Okay. So that's what that is. After Funeral, a modern gothic horror story that takes place 3 days after your son's burial. You receive messages in your computer, those claiming to be sent by your son's soul. He says that he wants to be with you once again. He asks you to do a few things in order to be resurrected. Will you believe the messages? I can see there are some multiple endings to these. So, this is good. This is real good. Let's play this one. As a single mother, you know how hard it is to look after a 13-year-old girl. Hard, but still joyful. Her presence gives you all the strength you need. Her name is Lisa. She is a shy girl. She doesn't talk much. You got divorced 3 years ago because he cheated on you with his secretary. Lisa misses her father, but you don't allow her to see him. She adores her father, but you think he is an asshole. Lisa is a special kid. Her teacher once said that she is too intelligent for a girl her age, but you already knew it. Her reactions are unexpectedly mature. She is also hardworking. You must expect perfection from her. Her teacher told you that you must take Lisa to a psychiatrist. You will do it soon. She's a lonely girl, maybe because she doesn't talk much. You think that she needs friends. Buy a rag doll to cease her loneliness. You bought the rag doll from a local toy store. Not an expensive toy, nothing too fancy. Lisa might still like it. You know that expense doesn't make Lisa happier. The doll is a girl with big blue eyes and curly black hair. She has a wide grin that you can call friendly. Her dress is red, matching her shoes. She also has eyebrows. The unnamed doll waits for her new owner in kid's bedroom. You haven't brought Lisa home from school yet. I don't know what that last one just said. It's kind of weird that they mentioned eyebrows. I'm gonna guess that there's something to it. It's Friday, not a sunny day. The sky is covered with gray clouds. Driving in your car, Lisa sits on the next seat. The seat belts are worn tight. She looks from the window blankly, without any expression on her face. Remember that the math exam's results were going to be announced today. How are the exam results? Were you able to make your friends today? I bought your ragdoll today. Continue driving. How are the exam results? Lisa sighs and says, terrible. I am the 7th in class, not first like the previous exam. I know you'll be mad at me. I didn't study enough. You're right, Lisa. You should have studied more. It's okay, darling. She looks at you with a slight surprise. You always scolded her whenever she wasn't the best. Now you say it's okay, darling. She continues watching the cars passing by. You're driving in your car. Lisa sits on the next seat. The seatbelts are worn tight. She looks on. Oh, this is just the same thing. Were you able to make any friends today? No, she says with a determined voice. They are just idiots. For example, they see other classes in the school as enemies, as if they're an enemy nation with a different religion. I mean, it is still silly to be enemies because of race or religion. These morons in my class hate each other just because they are in different classes. About your ragdoll today. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, she says. There isn't any excitement in her voice. Continue driving. Find an iPhone. The doll is in your bedroom, Lisa. You tell her. She climbs up the stairs slowly. Apparently, she isn't so excited about the doll. You follow her to her bedroom. She picks up the doll that's on her bed. I will think of a nice name, Lisa says. But I've got homework to do first. Play comes after study. Don't go hard on yourself. So you leave Lisa in her room. You have a lot of work to do anyway. Not only you will cook, but you also need to work on a novel's cover illustration as a freelance artist. The deadline is close, so you work hard nowadays. You work all day. The only break you take is the dinner. You don't talk about anything during dinner with Lisa. Hello? Oh. Okay, this is military time. It's 10 o'clock. Bedtime for Lisa. You visit Lisa before she sleeps. She's in her pink dotted pajamas. She's holding the doll in her arms. Mom, I'm going to tell you something, but you won't believe. After a few seconds of silence, she speaks. The doll can speak! She told me her name is Anna. What? That's impossible. Go on. I'm interested. Lisa explains. Anna says that she was nothing but a piece of light, a light that's drifting in absolute blackness, a weak light in the infinite darkness. Then she found life in this doll. She was waiting in the toy store for a friend, lonely. Today she found me. She says that she loves me. I believe in you. We need to throw the doll away. Keep the doll. And what did you tell her? Dolls can't speak. I believe in you. We need to throw the doll away. I believe in you. Keep the doll. What did you tell her? Do I play the charade? Do I say I believe and throw away the doll? Okay, there's 3 options here. Actually, there's 4. Never mind. Okay, first, don't forget, crush her dreams like a good mother and say dolls can't speak. Or believe in her and say throw the doll away. Believe in her and tell her to keep the doll. Or play along. Throw away the doll. No, I don't want it to be thrown. She is my friend. Please don't. I feel like the doll is staring at you too. Okay, you can keep your friend. Lisa doesn't show her emotions usually, but this time you can see that she's surprised. Oh, thank you very much, Mom, she says. Kiss her goodnight and leave her with Anna, the doll. After all the hard work, you begin to feel tired, and you go to bed. It doesn't take long for you to fall asleep. A few hours later, you wake up to the sounds coming from outside. Hysterical laughter is coming from the garden. They belong to a girl, specifically Lisa. You stand up and look at her window, standing and laughing in the garden under pale moonlight. She is facing back. You can't see her face. Go to the garden. Climb down nervously. You wear your shoes and walk to the garden. Lisa doesn't react to your presence. You approach Lisa and put your hand on her shoulder. She turns her face to you. It's not Lisa's face. It's not even a human face. The texture of the face is gray rag. Eyes are quite big for a human, so is a wide smile. The voice changes. It doesn't belong to a girl, but a demon. She stares at you and laughs. You wake up. It was just a nightmare. You're all sweaty with terror. The morning is already broken. You decide to check on Lisa. Peacefully sleeping, hugging Anna. Anna is carrying the wide smile that annoys you now, but hey, it is normal. It would be terrible if the doll's face was different than how you bought it. Go to the kitchen, prepare a weekend breakfast. Usually make omelet with sausage on Saturdays. You will repeat that habit today. In the kitchen, take the sausage and eggs from the fridge. You need to slice the sausage, so you open the drawer, pick up the meat knife. Something's wrong. The knife isn't there. Search for the knife in the kitchen. Look inside the garbage bin. I'm gonna go with the garbage bin. Couldn't find the knife inside the garbage bin. The knife, if it were possible, but it's in vain, so you decided to use another knife to prepare the omelet. After you've prepared the omelet, Lisa wakes up and joins you in the kitchen. You eat breakfast with her. She doesn't look happy. There's an unease on her face. Did Anna speak again? She did not speak today, but she kept changing her facial expressions. Sometimes she looked so happy, sometimes not. She was frowning. There was anger in her face. I can't understand her. The knife is missing. It is strange, Mom. I have no idea where the knife went. Don't ask anything. The breakfast is over. No, the breakfast is over. The breakfast. Okay, I need to study math, Lisa says, then climbs up to her room. You also need to work on the novel cover. You're both busy now. It is evening now. As you work on the cover, you hear screams from Lisa's room. You rush to her room. You find Lisa standing and breathing in panic. Her arms are full of stitches. She did it! No, she did it! Lisa screams, showing her heavily wounded arms as blood leaks down to the floor. She jumped and ran away. Lisa points to the open window. You look outside. You can't see any running dolls because she ran away. It's too dark where Lisa's lying. I won't allow her to harm you, Lisa. You crouch and hug Lisa. As she cries, I know how hard it is to believe me now. How hard it is to believe me now. Thank you for believing me, but please, I want to stay alone. I know that she won't come back. Let her stay alone in her room. After closing the windows and locking the door, you make sure that no doll can trespass you here. Get into your own bedroom next to Lisa's room so you can hear her in case she needs you. Well, there's some lightning. It's 3 a.m. now. It's raining outside. Lightning strikes in the light in your dark bedroom. You haven't slept. You don't care about the freelance work you got. All these events make you too stressed to care about business. You see Lisa's silhouette in the door. She walks in. Lisa turns on the light and approaches you. Mom, I need to confess something. The doll was not possessed or anything. I made it up. I really need to get psychiatric help. I feel a huge urge to murder you. Please help me. You hug her. You had done parenting failures before, but it's not too late to fix them. Your mentally ill daughter. There are two possible endings. Okay, hints. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Never mind. Yeah, Lisa is a shy girl, doesn't talk much, divorced 3 years ago. Lisa misses her father, but you won't allow her to see him. Don't want that open. She's a special kid. Teacher said she's too intelligent. Teacher told you take her to a psychiatrist. She's a lonely girl, doesn't talk much. Bought her a rag doll. Nothing too expensive. Big blue eyes, curly black hair, wide grin you call friendly. Dressed as red matching shoes, he also has eyebrows. That's weird. Keep driving, we already know. Don't go hard on yourself. You've got a lot of work to do anyway. That's impossible. Anna says that she was nothing but a piece of light. You need to throw the... Don't be ridiculous. Dolls can't speak. I know it is very silly, Mom. I think you will see I am right soon. Anyway, good night. Creepy. Shout out. Lisa, Lisa. She can't hear you or she just doesn't care. She can do laughing you, nothing. Climb down nervously. It's a nightmare. Repeat that same habit. Search a knife in the kitchen. Drawers not looked into. You even looked into the fridge. No drawers not looked into. Looked in the fridge. No knife is there either. You couldn't find the knife inside the garbage bin. It's in vain. The knife is missing. It's strange, Mom. I have no idea where the knife went. Did Anne speak again? She did not speak today, but she kept changing her facial expression. Sometimes she looked into so happy, sometimes not. She was frowning. There was anger in her face. Don't ask anything. It's over. It needs to study math. It's evening now. Blood leaks on the floor. What does slap? You slap your daughter so hard that she hits the floor. She starts crying on the floor, crawling into a fetal shape position. Leave your room with anger. You don't visit Lisa every night. Holding something behind her back, but you can't see it. She approaches your bed, climbs it, and comes near you. Stabs in the belly. You never trust me. She stabs you once again. She keeps stabbing your body with insanity. Oh, God. Matricide. Two possible. So that was the one. Wow, that was dark. 2 endings. I found them. Dead son. Yeah. Okay. You used to be a father. It has been 3 days since your son, Jonathan White, was buried in the graveyard of the local church. He was 8 years old. He had golden hair and blue eyes, just like the beloved man of the Carpenter's song, Close to You. Since your wife passed away giving birth to Jonathan, and since he has been your everything, he was your angel, now he is gone. I'm guessing that song was copyrighted. Oh well. He died on a snowy winter morning. You had gone to the market, leaving him home alone. You arrived at home, you found Jonathan lying on the bed motionless. His face was covered with his pillow. Choked. Police couldn't find any trace of trespassing. Remember the solemn moments of Jonathan's funeral. In fact, you try to forget, but the details are in front of your eyes and they won't go away. The priest has intoned psalms and prayers, those you are not so familiar with. You are not so religious. Yeah, I don't read the Bible much either. While the lifeless body of your son laid in the church, his feet were turned to the east. East, wearing black suits and shiny shoes. A black suit and shiny shoes. His skin was pale. He was way too young for all this. You wished it was you lying there instead of him. Like the day Jonathan died, it is a snowy day in all of Ohio. There are 3 inches of snow outside. It's 2 p.m. 14 o'clock. That's 2 p.m. for all those of you who don't know military time. You're a writer who has been on writer's block since that day. Your favorite word processor is open on the computer. Your screen is blank. You haven't written anything for a long time. Cigarette butts, an ashtray, and your black hot coffee in a blue cup on your work table. You chain smoke and consume a lot of coffee nowadays. Building the scene so you know what's around you. Okay. Open the door. Open the door. It's Bob, your neighbor and friend. You had drunk beers and had barbecue with him I've had barbecues with him several times. Bob is a nice guy. He is overweight, has short black hair, and has no facial hair. Trägt eine Jacke in dunkelblau und eine Mütze in schwarz. That's German for he wears a dark blue. He wears a jacket in dark blue and a beanie in black. Hey, how are you? I wanted to ask you how you've been. Hallo, wie geht's? I don't know how to translate that last one. Just wie geht's? Yeah, that thing. Okay, I got this. You open the door. It's Bob, your neighbor and friend. You had drunk beers and had barbecue with him for several times. Bob is nice guy. He is overweight, has short black hair, and has no facial hair. I don't know. I'm fine. Bob believes in your lie. It's good that you are doing better. Gugh. Everyone knows losing a kid is a hard process, but I'm sure you will get over it. You're a strong man. I'm not reading that word. Bob continues. Ich bin das Supermarkt gehen. Jetzt. Brauchst du something? Kann ich für dich kaufen? You remember they're out of cigarettes? No, thank you. Okay, man, see you later. You say goodbye to Bob, too, and then he goes. You close the door and sit back on your work table. You look at the computer screen that should have been blank, but no, it is not blank. Something is written. Daddy, I missed you. Type, Jonathan. The new letters get appended at the text in the screen. Whoever types it, he, she, it, writes fast. They are finished, they form 2 sentences. I can hear you, Daddy. Talk to me. Jonathan, after you shout your deceased son's name, new letters appear and form a reply. Yes, it is me. You are not a computer engineer, but you know that it is possible to hack someone's computer and put a prank on him. If the computer is online, your computer is connected to the internet with an Ethernet cable. How is that possible, Jonathan? Good Lord said that I should be together with you. He said that I love you and you love me, so he sent me back. Oh? I am so afraid, Daddy. It is cold and dark. I am so cold here. Please bring me back. Do you want to see me once again? Yes, I do. Find 5 candles and wait for the midnight. Bye for now, Dad. You have... Du hast ein... I forget the German word for candle. Du hast ein... Wait a minute. I don't know. You've got only 1 candle at home. You normally use the candle when the electricity is gone, so you don't need more than 1 candle before. What do? Ask Bob for candles. Wear your long beige coat. Du trägst Dinah Lange. You wear your long beige coat and black leather boots. You walk to Bob's house and ring the bell. After 10 seconds, Bob opens the door. Hey, what's up? I need 4 candles. Sure, I have plenty of them. Why do you need them, I ask? I received straight messages. It says it's Jonathan. You explained to Bob everything that happened today, including the owner of the messages asking for 5 candles. Bob looked quite surprised. I think someone is pulling a prank on you. I don't really believe in ghosts or something like that, but if I were you, I would not do what he wants you to. Are you sure you still want the candles? Yes, I want them. Very well. Let me bring the candles. He goes to the kitchen, then he returns mit vier Kerzen, I think is the eine Kerze. I don't know. No, that's the German for short. Never mind. 4 candles in his hands. Here you go. You thank him and take the candles and return home. But Kerze is only short when describing as an adjective. Klein is small. Oh, I guess Kerze is short. Klein is small. Never mind. I'm rambling. Sorry, forgive me. I digress. You thank him and take the candles and return home. At home, you wait in front of your monitor. Nothing happens till midnight. Then a new message appears on the screen. I'm back, Daddy. I'm back, Dad. Bring Stu die Kerze. Did you bring the candles? Yes. Good. Let me explain how you can bring me back. Go to the cemetery, dig my grave, bring my coffin home. What? Oh, wow. Good Lord wants us to be together. Don't you want to bring me back to life? We're not Jonathan. I will rape your wife's corpse. You hear me? I won't let you and her find peace. Out of words in response to this tantrum, and other messages appear. Wow. So your deceased pretty wife in your dream, except that she's not pretty anymore because she's a rotten corpse, a skeleton to be exact, lying within her coffin. You can't expect much to be left from her body after 8 years of death and decay. What makes this dream worse is the fact that she is moving. She rides inside the coffin. You can feel her pain and despair from how her body parts are moving. Da-da-da-da! You wake up at the sound of the door rings bell. The doorbell's ring. Take a look at the clock. It's 10 a.m. You wear your slippers and open the door. It's Bob. Hello, I need to show you something. Hold the newspaper in his hand. There's anxiety on his face. You take the newspaper. The local newspaper. Another kid choked to death. Officers are investigating the curious case of repeated deaths of kids in the state. Last night, a 6-year-old boy, Kevin Madsen, was found dead in his bed by his parents. His face was covered with his pillow. What makes this injury? Stanford officers is this is the 7th time a boy died this way this month in Ohio. Recently, 8-year-old Jonathan White also died with a pillow on his face. Sheriff Wolcott states that he finds recent events quite interesting. The end. 2 possible endings. Okay, let's try that again. Let's play it again. So, you just be a father. Wife passed away giving birth to Jonathan. He was your everything. Died on the snowy winter morning. Police couldn't find any trace of him being murdered. He was way too young for all of this. Wished it was you lying there instead of him. You chain smoking, consuming a lot of coffee nowadays. Screwing it blank, haven't written anything. Open the door. I'm fine. It's good that you were doing better. Everyone knows losing kids is a hard process. No, I'm good. See you later. Goodbye, Bob 2. It goes. Something's written there. Jonathan? Yes, it's me. Pull the Ethernet cable. Crouch down frankly, pull the Ethernet cable from your computer. You're wrong. I'm in the computer. How's that possible, Jonathan? Turn off the computer. Take your signals to sleep. Having a bit of a dream. Jonathan in the garden looking grass, go with flowers. He runs around with happiness. There are white-dressed angels around him. Everyone is smiling. You're not part of this dream. Jonathan doesn't see you, but you are still content with seeing him happy in this Eden. He was always a benevolent boy. After all, he desired to go to heaven. Another one. Was that the 2? Actually, yes, that was 2, because you see your wife, and then you see your son. So that was the 2. I think I'm... No... Yeah, I'm a little disturbed by both of these. One, the matricide. For those of you who might not know, that is a... I think it's when a child kills their parent, commits matricide, or kills someone in their sleep, or while they're in their bed, or commits matricide. Matricide? Maternal homicide. Kills their parents, I think. But then after funeral, the guy sending you, whoever was typing, said he would defile your wife's corpse. That was... Wow. Wow. I am disturbed. Let's play Crystal Skull. King who's loved by his people. You have a serious problem, though. Your only child, Juliana, has an incurable disease, and she's dying. You hear about a crystal skull, which can cure illness and let people have visions. It is brought to your palace from the continent of America. Your man warns you that the skull might be cursed. Let's see if it'll bring health or doom. Being a king is hard. Being a good king is even harder. You know this well as the sole ruler of a European kingdom in the age when America is discovered. Oh, I get it. It's been 25 years since you ascended the throne. Your subjects are content with your rule. Your country is in peace, and the people are wealthy. Excuse me. But there is something wrong with your life. Your daughter, Juliana, is ill. She's only 18, and she's gotten an illness that nobody could cure yet. The princess is dying, and she is your only child, and heir to the throne. Every doctor you could find tried to cure her. You have tried almost everything. Almost. You've been informed about a miraculous artifact unearthed in the continent of America. On the continent, or in America. Either way. It is a human skull made of crystal. It amazes the scholars because no method is known to carve up such an excellent shape of a skull out of crystal. The skull doesn't belong to the world that you know, but an ancient civilization that has been lost. I'm guessing the Mayan people. What amazes scholars is not just the impossible creation. The skull is told to bring miracles to whom it touches their bare hands. Some people tell that they saw visions from the future. Some tell that they saw how the human race has originated. Some tell the skull can cure their illnesses. Those can be cured with the medication available to your era. Naturally, you ordered your best men to bring the miraculous skull to the palace. It's midnight now. You are in Juliana's chambers. She's lying in her bed, holding your hand as you sit by her bed. No candles are lit inside. The full moon enlightens the princess's chamber, shining on her long blonde hair and blue eyes. I'm guessing we're somewhere in Germany, because blonde hair, blue eyes, you think of Germany. She is too weak. Her skin is pale. She has bags under her eyes, showing her illness. You have already suffered the loss of your wife 10 years ago. Now you can't stand seeing your only daughter slowly die. Julian asks you with a soft voice, Father, am I going to die? I won't allow that. She smiles. I know, Father. You are a mighty king. I know that you will do the best by your subjects and me. The door of the chamber is knocked on. The servants generally don't disturb the royal family members at night, so this must be something important. Come in. Brunette boy, one of your servants, gets inside the chamber with politeness. He looks at you and says, Your Majesty, the artifact has been brought. You've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Tell her you will come back. After you kiss Juliana's forehead and say, I will come back, she brings your hand to her pale lips and kisses it. Then you leave Juliana alone in her chamber. At the exit of Juliana's chamber, you see Sir William, one of the knights, that was appointed with the task of bringing the ancient skull. He's a strong man with black hair and a round beard. He wears gloves and holds it back. Your Majesty, he says, and kneels before you. Signal him to stand up. Let's go to my study chamber. Sir William follows you as you walk to your study chamber. The chamber is well lit with silver candelabras. Candelabrums or candelabras. Whatever. All the furniture is classy. It's a king's study room, after all. There's only one chair. It is for you. You sit on it. Sir William stands by you and slowly pulls the artifact from his bag. You push the books on the study desk to open space for the artifact. Here it is, he says, and gently puts the crystal skull on the study desk. The skull is truly a masterpiece. If it is crafted by humans, all the details of a human skull are imprinted with care on raw crystal. Lights coming from the candles are refracted inside the crystal, gaining various colors of a rainbow. It's magnificent, but you sense something sinister, something that doesn't belong to our world. Did you knights touch the skull? Yes, we did. No, yes, we did touch the skull with our bare hands. And we all had visions. We took glances from our futures. Some of us say how they will die. Some of us saw our grandchildren. He continues, but maybe we shouldn't have touched the skull. The day we were about to leave, a native man came to us. He looked like the chief of his tribe. He knew little of our language, but he shouted some words that we could understand. Cursed! No touch! So we haven't touched the skull with our bare hands again. I know that our princess needs to find a cure. I also know that we receive reliable information about the magical powers of the skull when it comes to incurable diseases. But, Your Majesty, I've got a very bad feeling about the skull. I believe that the wise decision is to throw the skull into the sea. I can't let Juliana die. She will touch the skull. The knight sighs. As you wish, Your Majesty. But if we're going to bring the skull to her, I wish you would wear gloves. Let's touch it with our bare hands. You ignore the knight, touch the skull with bare hands, and instantly find yourself in a vision. In your vision, you're in the middle of a ritual. There are about 100 naked humans around you, performing a circle whose center is you. They are all prostrating themselves, worshipping you. It's nighttime. The plain area is enlightened with torches and stars. You see a stepped pyramid nearby. It's made of huge stone blocks. You realize that you are the crystal skull. You can't see yourself, but you are completely aware of what you are. These naked people are worshipping you, the crystal skull. Then the vision changes. Now it is not night, morning. It's raining like hell. There's a huge flood. Unclothed, red-skinned humans scream and get drowned because of the disastrous torrent. And you, as a skull, drift away. Open your eyes and turn back to who you are. The good king. Sir William looks at you. You tell him what you've seen in your vision. Yes, the skull is mysterious. I can't understand it. I hope it doesn't bring harm to you or the princess, Your Majesty, he says. Let me bring the skull to Juliana. You thank Sir William for his services and let him go. You carry the skull to Juliana's chambers. You enter her chamber and see that she hasn't slept yet. She rises up and sits on her bed. She looks at the skull in awe. It looks marvelous and scary, she says. You approach Juliana and let her touch the skull. She holds the skull, rubs her hand around it. Nothing happens. Is something supposed to happen, she asks, then gives the skull back. She continues. Let's wait for tomorrow morning. Maybe it shows its effect then. So you decide to leave Juliana alone and let her sleep. The skull will be staying in your study chamber. After this tiring day, you go to your chamber. There are no guards at the door. You just trust everybody in the palace. You are a loved king. Furniture is luxurious in this chamber, too. You take a glance at your reflection in the mirror. Examine yourself. Take pride in how you look. You are a middle-aged man, but you still look as handsome as you were young. Your looks are an important factor that makes you a charismatic leader, besides being fair and wise. Sleep. You wear your nightgown and get into bed. It is a bed for two people, but you haven't slept with anyone since your wife passed away. You have a secret that you keep from everyone. Sometimes you hug the second pillow in your bed as if it was someone you love. You do this since your childhood. Nobody needs to know it. It doesn't take long for you to fall asleep. You wake up in the morning, something is wrong. You can't move your arms. No, not only your arms. You can't move any part of your body. You are paralyzed. Then suddenly your body starts to move involuntarily. It stands up without your consent. Your feet bring you to the mirror. You see your face in the mirror. You are not terrified, but there's a grin on your face. You are no longer in control of your body. You are merely a bystander of what it does. Brings you to the throne room with confident steps. Soldiers salute you. To be exact, as you enter, it sits on the throne and shouts with your voice, "Bring me my daughter." You watch guards accompany Juliana as she comes into your presence. It shouts, "I don't want her to suffer anymore. Kill her." Juliana is shocked. "What? Father, please." She is not the only surprised one in the room. Everyone looks at each other with shock. It shouts, "You heard your king. Execute her." You try to shout, but your screams are buried inside the head of the king. Juliana gets on her knees and cries in despair, but it is in vain. Two decapitators come into your presence. One holds a crying blonde girl, the other holds a sword. You can do nothing but watch as your precious daughter gets decapitated. Her head falls down and rolls to the throne. The floor gets filled with her blood. Days pass. It continues to control your body. You mourn for your daughter inside the body that once belonged to you. You watch it rule your country with an iron fist. Orders all churches to be burned and priests to be hung. Of course, your people uprises against the new king. It suppresses the revolt with violence. Anyone who stood against the king gets tortured. Eyes are poked, skins are flayed. Soon lower peoples to worship it as a deity. The God King declares war against other countries. It doesn't take long for the other countries to form an alliance against the God King. In a fateful battle in your capital, the God King loses his horse. The evil king gets killed while desperately searching for a horse. This is how your soul finally breaks free to heaven to see your family once again. 3 endings! That was great. Let's do it again. Gah! My God. I won't allow that. She smiles. Come in. I will come back. Let's go to my study chamber. Did you not touch the skull? Can't let Juliana die. She will touch the skull. Wear gloves. Let me bring the skull to Juliana. I don't want to see that. Okay, she touched it. I saw things. I don't know how to describe them. They were pitch black creatures, so ugly. Their eyes, they were red as flames, and they all stared at me. Please keep this thing away from me, please, and I want to be alone. So you decide to keep the skull in your study room and let your daughter sleep? Examine yourself and sleep. Father. You wake up to Julia's voice. She gently holds your shoulder. You look at her. She has a happy smile on her face. Her skin is not pale, but saturated with life. She no longer has bags under her eyes. I feel wonderful. She takes a few steps back and starts dancing. You laugh with happiness. Stand up and hug her. Juliana walks in the corridors of the palace, dancing and laughing. You and the people of the palace are very happy you see her this way. She used to look like a ghost before. You plan a feast and invite all the lords of the kingdom. A few days later, every lord arrives in the city to celebrate the health of the princess. At the feast, Juliana is the center of everyone's attention. She talks with everyone joyfully, makes jokes, makes people laugh. The feast is over. It is midnight. Everyone goes to the chambers reserved for them. Accompany Juliana to her chamber. You put a kiss on her forehead before letting her sleep. You go to your own chamber, fall asleep in peace. Majesty, there's something wrong. Their laughing sounds coming from the princess' chamber. It's her voice, but it doesn't sound normal. Let me check it. Juliana dog in your chamber, facing her back facing you. She laughs into a pale moon. You approach her, put your hand on her shoulder. She turns back to you. Her face is normal, smiling. And just when you ask if she's okay, she responds, I know it looks funny, Father, but I'm fine. Please leave me alone, she says. She stops laughing and gets in her bed with a smile on her face. You decide to leave her alone. When you get back to the chamber, you can't sleep. You feel something wrong. Only one person who was allowed to enter without knocking. Understand. It's Juliana who entered. Like you guessed, you see your daughter's silhouette. She closes the door and purses you with a smile on her face. Juliana? Dad pulls the other pillow that you don't use. Juliana's dead, she says, pushing the pillow in your face. You struggle, but whoever or whatever is trying to kill you is too strong. The king is dead. Long live the king, she shouts. Why is your own daughter committing patricide, regicide, and referring herself as king rather than queen? That doesn't make sense at all. End of your reign in life. Well, so you kill your daughter, she kills you, or you can throw it into the sea. Let's find that last one. Oh, God. I didn't think it was this kind of horror. I thought I was going to be walking around a little. Okay. Eventually, yes. It's so sad. I'm principally ambitious, and become a ruler, and certainly not about personal gain. I want to continue what you do. I want to be a fair one. But I think this is like death conquers all. Come in. I will come back. Let's go to my study chamber. Did touch the skull. Let's do it. You two, let's get outside the palace, get on horses, ride the docks. Sir William finds stones and fills the bag with it. Throws the bag. You're help for curing Juliana to the bottom of the dark sea. This is best for all of us. Okay, that was end 3. Wow, I didn't think that was the kinda thing we'd be doing. I thought we were going to be able to walk around a little. It's just point and click. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I will look up how many endings there are for all of these at a later date before I upload my next video. Oh my god. This game, no wonder it's called horror stories. They're dark, depressing, and creepalicious. I don't know how else to describe it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please let me know. If you would like to see more, also let me know. And if you liked this video even more, throw your hand into your quiver, draw out an arrow, and shoot the like button. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.